Hi everyone, back again with another review. I'm still reviewing the Are You the One series. I'm continuing with the third episode that I viewed again on my laptop because I feel like I get a chance to pause it and actually like write down or like take a mental note of what I actually want to say later on in these reviews rather than just watching them live. I love watching them live and being able to live tweet and all of that. And I think I'm going to be able to do that next week. But because I've been so busy running around taking care of a lot of stuff, I literally just watched the episode and I'm about to say a couple things about this episode now. What I don't like, this is the trend that has been happening from last season, is they take so long to get to actual truth brutes and actual dates, and I didn't like that. They dragged it out this episode, but I guess it's because people want to see more of the actual couples, the actual people that are there, and get to know the individuals more than just seeing like one or two people that or that seem like the popular or the most common people in the cast, and then just move on to truth brutes. So I kind of get it, but it was wasting time. It was. So with this episode, we continued with the whole Zach and Bria drama, and basically the whole Zach and Bria drama. That's all I have to say. She caught him kissing Nutsa in front of everybody after he promised that he wouldn't. Blah blah blah, all of that. So, and he was basically saying to Nutsa that I'm done with that, and she came to him finally after Asia was like trying to calm her down. Side note, Asia's the friend that everybody needs. She's like there for you, and checks you when like you're doing crazy stuff. So shout outs to Asia for trying to like calm Bria down and stuff like that. So Bria goes up to Zach and is basically saying, well, I'm done with you. And Zach's like, okay then. I wasn't planning to go back to you anyway. Or will he? So, message to all the people in the house and all the girls in the house. Stop thinking that, and I said this in the last video, that certain people aren't certain people's match. Like, you're wasting your time with that. I know it's the cast's decision for who they send on dates, but Sam and a couple of the girls were saying they don't think Bria is Zach's match. Guys, like, you don't have any power over who these matchmakers put together. Like, some of the matches will surprise you at the end of the day, and some of the matches you'll see that they hit it off in week one. It's not always gonna be what you think it is. Some things can surprise y'all. So don't set yourselves up for like anything can happen. That's why they put all 22 of you in the house together, so that there's more chances for more people to get together and to get to know each other and to find their matches. So that's all I have to say. But yeah, I said when Zach was telling Nutsa that he would never get back with Bria, I said I hope he's lying. I remember that he also told Bria that he wouldn't kiss anybody, and he lied about that. So I don't know. There's something about his face that makes him believable, and I guess it's why the girls believe him so easily in the house, is because he seems genuine when he says it. So it's like, why not believe him? Okay, so moving on. The conversation with Kenya and Tevin that they were having, right? Basically, Kenya, you don't know these girls. Like, just like how you said later on in the show to Jasmine that she doesn't know you outside of the house. None of these girls know you outside of the house. You don't know them either. So you can't say you hate somebody just because they're after your man. Even if you and Tevin are a perfect match and you come out of this house booed up, there are gonna be girls that are gonna be still attracted to Tevin. Unfortunately. You don't have to always be on your guard all the time. You gotta learn to trust. And I think that's why you're so like free-spirited. I'm not gonna say wild, and I'm not gonna say freak. So free-spirited because like you feel like you don't have to trust anybody. You know, you just do your stuff and you move along. You don't owe anybody anything. Tevin is kind of like scaring you because you're realizing that, oh shit, I'm gonna have to start working on my trust. Girl, it's either you get it together, try to work on this relationship with him, or branch out and try to like get to know different people in the house. And Jasmine, same thing. Like, try to find somebody else in the house that you might like. Please, don't be stuck on one person, people. It's not your man's, and it's not your woman. Like, try to think that you're blind dating, like you're dating multiple people all at the same time. I know it's hard not to get your feelings into it, but try, please. And Andrew, a lot of guys have that issue with, like, you know, flirting and getting to know people. And people seem to think that guys don't have issues with that. Like, they're supposed to come out the womb knowing how to talk to a girl. Not every guy knows how to communicate, socialize, and all of that. And that's fine. You don't need to know it right away. Like, as long as you like somebody, that side will eventually pull out of you, and you don't have to worry about that. Bria, didn't you say that you was done with Zach? Why are you up wearing his shirt? Like, sis, I get it. You like him and all that jazz and all that beautiful, nice stuff. But you got, this Cass. Bria, I have a soft spot for her, but like, she keeps doing stuff that is gonna just land her right back in the arms of Zach. And he sees it, and he likes that shit. He likes that she's fawning all over him. Like, he isn't scared by the crazy. He likes the crazy. So I think Bria knows what she's doing. I know she knows. I think she knows exactly what she's doing. And are you the one? Stop wasting time with these random scenes. Like, with just random. Like, I need to see the truth booth. Get to the truth booth. Get to the matchup ceremony. Get to some key things. I don't know. Play games like you did. I know you're trying to bring something new every season, but don't fix what's not broken. Okay, we like the date games. We like that. You know, figure out some way. If they lose, then they do the fake button. Something like that. If no more than 5 people win a challenge, then they do the fake button. And the 5 people that win, they get to go out on dates. How about that? I mean, these random scenes are just, no. Nutsa and Morgan. She's not your real friend, Nutsa. And Morgan is as sneaky as they come. And Nutsa is smart enough to see that after a while, but to think that she was your friend after just 2 weeks of being in Hawaii, mind you, I don't know if it's actually 2 weeks or they spend longer times together, I don't know. But from what we see, we're seeing it as them just latching on to each other so quickly. Y'all are here to find your perfect matches. If you make friends along the way, fine. But do not expect anything from anybody in this house. I'm telling y'all, y'all will get your feelings hurt. Y'all already expecting the guys to be committed to you. You want the girls to be committed and loyal to you as well? Like, I don't get it. Like, to me, it just seems weird. And Morgan, you are sneaky. And you know exactly what you're doing. You're not telling Nutsa the truth. You're not telling Nutsa that you want Zach. You're telling Nutsa that I was telling Zach I don't want to be with him because we're friends. Don't lie. Like, and you guys are playing right into Zach's game. Because he's just manipulating all of you. He's manipulating Bria, he's manipulating Nutsa, and he's manipulating Morgan. I don't know if he's going to be doing it with anybody else in this house, but if you guys don't pick up on that soon and play his game right back, he's playing the game. Y'all ain't. And it's hurting everybody's head. Hurting everybody's head that likes him. So it's just going to cause more problems, more issues if these girls don't start playing the game. And Nutsa, remember what you said? You wasn't afraid of Bria, and nobody's gonna stop you from kissing who you want. Well, now you're getting a taste of your own medicine, cause Morgan is going out and she's talking to Zach, and she's not afraid of what you're gonna do because she likes him so much. So, I mean, gotta be able to take what you dish out. You know, you didn't care about Bria's feelings when you went and kissed Zach. You know, so now Morgan is doing the same thing. I get that you think that she's your friend, but I mean, and Bria is low-key smart. She's just letting everything play out. But she pops off, but she's still kind of low-key smart because of the way she's playing the game. She knows that Zach's gonna fall back into her lap anyway, anyhow. You know? And she's just letting him do his thing. But the thing is, when she lets him disrespect her, that's when she just gets crazy. And it's like she lost control of the situation a bit. And that's what makes her mad, you know? So, like, Morgan, like, you need to stop playing games, first of all. Like, you're not there to play games with people's heads. You're there to find your perfect match. Stop playing games with Newt and stop playing games with Zach and just move along. Stop doing this back and forth. Try to find your perfect match. It might not be Zach. So, you have out of Nutsa, Morgan, Bria. That's 3 options for him. It's a 1 out of 3 chance that any of guys are his match. There's so many other people out there that you can be trying to talk to. Like, just come on, girls, get with it, please. When I saw Terrence on that screen, I was like, finally, he's finally here, and he's gonna do the whole fate button thing again, which I think might work out. And weirdly, I don't know, I have mixed feelings about the fate button, as I said before, but you know, it might help and it might hurt. So the people that got selected to go on the dates were Drew and Asia and Cam and Nutsa. And this Trump thing is caught blocking Cam real hard. Like, Nutsa don't want no parts. She's not attracted. Asia don't want no parts. She's not attracted. It's cock blocking him. And I don't know, because he seems like a really nice guy, but his political views, unfortunately, except for Kenya, are causing him a big blow with the girls in the house. And if Kenya is not his match, he's going to have a hard time finding his match. Just saying. So, they went on a date. Drew and Asia end up being the ones that get sent into the truth booth, which makes sense because they actually like each other and they actually match. Turns out they weren't a match, unfortunately. But, I mean, they know more information now. Drew gets knocked off from Asia's list and Asia gets knocked off from Drew's. So Asia now has 10 more chances of finding love, and so does Drew. And they find out more information this way. I mean, I don't think Asia would have ever thought to go in the truth booth with Drew, and now she knows that he's not her match, instead of randomly guessing. So that's a good thing. At the truth booth, when Kenya was speaking, and then Jasmine said if she was to come up to her, she'd pop off. But Kenya never did anything to Jasmine. You know, I've never seen anything. I don't know if we've never seen it on TV or it happened behind the scenes. But Kenya didn't do nothing to you, Jasmine. So why are you saying pop off? And you're just now saying it in front of a crowd. You're not saying it directly to her face when there's nobody there, one-on-one. So Kenya had every right to confront you, Jasmine, and say, that shit was foul. That shit was not called for. You did not need to say, oh, if she came up to me, I'm gonna pop off over a dude that neither of you know is your match. Like, it's not necessary. It's just week 2. Like, calm down, y'all. It's just the second matchup ceremony. You don't need to be saying that. It wasn't called for. You made Kenya look, as she said, like a punk, like she didn't want to like confront you or she was scared of you or something like that. It just didn't make any sense. Like, y'all cannot be disrespecting each other for the approval of guys because you think that if you fight with her you will get the guy. No, like, just try to find your perfect match as least violently as possible. Try to, like, y'all, I know you gotta fight for what you want. But the thing is, Kenya didn't strike the first punch. You just came out the blue and talked some random stuff about if she came up to you, I was gonna pop off, and it wasn't called for. And Kenya had every right to come up in that bathroom and school you the way she did. That's all I'm saying. So yeah. And Morgan, you just gonna keep being messy? You're just gonna keep running around to Zach, then running back to Bria? Really? Like you have some level of respect which you don't? The level of respect that you think is in your head isn't real because you're just playing people. As Sam said, you're sneaky and you're messy. I don't know if it was Sam that said it. I think it was Kenya. I think it was Kenya that says Morgan is being very sneaky, and she's spot on about that. What was y'all thinking? Like, some of these matches, what was y'all thinking? What was going on? Like, apart from Mo and Bria, which was a new match that might potentially have a chance of being a match, like, most of y'all, as Quasi said, y'all didn't play with your hearts. Like, y'all were just picking random people. And I'm gonna talk about who I think might be matches because they sat together last week and it's the same three beams. I'm gonna tell you who might be the same three beams right now. Kayla and Cam, Kenya Tevin, and Maria and Shamoy. Those are my top three for potential matches. Because nobody else sat together at the ceremony that was sitting together tonight. I don't know what y'all was doing. I don't know what happened. I don't know. But last week, it just sat beside Quasi, and it didn't seem like they were a match because they didn't sit together, tonight, and they didn't lose a beam. That's what I use to predict if people are a match or not. If they consistently sit together back to back after week and the same amount of weeks pop up, it should tell y'all that these people are a match and they should be the ones that get to go on the date. I don't know if the fate button is gonna mess that up, but I'm thinking, and Nitz and Daniel might be, so 1 out of the 4 isn't a match, I'm thinking. Or probably was one of the new people that sit together that might be a match. This game, it can drive you crazy, but I've never been wrong since, like, when I match up from the week 1 and I look at it, my predictions are always like spot on when it comes to like people who consistently sit together. They end up being matches. This episode, I mean, I wish they spent more time focusing on like dates and stuff like that and games like they did in previous seasons, but I mean, they're trying something new, can't knock them. I love MTV, I love Are You The One, I like this cast, and I can't wait to see what happens. I'm on my toes with this show, I love this show, and I'm excited to see what happens next on the next episode. So that's the end of my review for this week. I told y'all who I think might have been the beams. They got 3 beams again this week. And yeah, so Brett and Callie that I thought were a match last week did not sit together. So probably they're not a match. So I don't know. Who's to say? They might not be a match. I'm gonna put the link in the description to a blog that does this matchup thing with probabilities that I found that was really cool. It helped me kind of like see like what was the possible chances for matches. I think I'm gonna put the link in the description box below, and y'all just wait to see another review, and I can't wait to watch another episode next week. So peace out.